afternoon. And welcome back to Chapel Hill, and welcome to the 2023 Carolina Legacy Pinning Ceremony. I am Veronica Flask-Kohler, President of Carolina Alumni, and I'm pleased to be here with you this morning. In the fall of 2008, the General Alumni Association launched the Legacy Pinning Ceremony on McCorkle Place Quad. Every fall during family weekends since 2008, we have invited UNC alumni families to welcome your current Carolina student into our Carolina family. The program has grown through the years to 2 seatings here at the Carolina Club, and we invite all family members to celebrate the tie that binds us. I would like to acknowledge our Carolina alumni members. If you're a current UNC student and a member of the Student Alumni Association, we hope your days at Carolina are enriched by your SAA membership and that you take advantage of the many opportunities to make valuable connections. If you're a member of Carolina Alumni, thank you. Your member dues help make our student programs and this legacy pinning ceremony possible. In your packet today, you will find Carolina alumni pins for both our annual and life members. Thank you for your continued support of Carolina and our association. Today, we are joined by alumni family and friends to celebrate our current legacy students. Many of you have traveled a great distance to be here while others live nearby. Thank you for choosing to spend this Sunday together. At this time, I would like to ask all alumni to please stand if you're able. I will ask you to be seated when I list your graduation year. If you graduated between 2011 and 2023, please sit down. If you graduated between 2000 and 2010, please sit down. So a lot of folks standing. If you graduated in the 90s, please sit down. Thank you. All right, if you graduated in the 80s, please sit down. All right, we still have some folks. If you graduated in the 70s, please sit down. Wow, very impressive. Well, thank you and welcome back. Now we're going to watch a short video entitled Timeless Traditions. The video was produced by our Carolina alumni staff, and it captures the essence of UNC that we oftentimes don't know how to put into words. We're marking 180 years of Carolina alumni serving the University of North Carolina and everyone connected to it. Alumni, students, and the Carolina community. Our members make that possible. Please enjoy. The video is narrated by Sharon Lawrence, class of 1983.
Cherish our traditions. We drink from the old well, we sing, hark the sound, we stroll along Franklin Street and we play on the quad. Too soon we turn our tassels and step beyond the stone walls, taking these traditions with us in our hearts and in our minds. Our traditions become memories, and those memories become the threads that connect past, present, and future generations of Tar Heels. Common experiences that reach beyond class years and bond us to the greater Carolina community. And while Carolina then is very different from Carolina now, there is a comfort in knowing that our traditions endure. No matter how far we travel or how long we are away, we will always share these timeless traditions with our Carolina family, and we will always be welcome when we return to our Carolina home.
Now, I would like to introduce our featured speakers. Rajiv Tyagi is a marketing technology leader based in Cary, North Carolina, and a proud member of UNC's class of 2005, the year he earned his executive MBA from Keenan Flagler. For 20 plus years, Rajiv was at GlaxoSmithKline leading successful product launches, strengthening digital customer experiences, and achieving market success for commercial products to improve the lives of patients. Over the last year, he has been with Walgreens Health, a startup within Walgreens, leading technology products to deliver better health outcomes for patients and virtual access to health solutions. Timely work in a post-COVID world. Rajiv is also passionate about promoting science, technology, engineering, and mathematics in youth and communities. As a result, he loves to mentor NC First robotics teams in the Research Triangle area, nurturing and developing current students to become future science and technology leaders. Rajiv and his wife Meeta reside in Cary and have 2 sons. Their younger son Rohan is a junior at Enloe High School in Raleigh and passionate about engineering and technology. Their elder son Kartik is a proud graduate of the class of 2023. A North Carolina native, Kartik is a 2023 graduate of the UNC Gillings School of Global Health, where he received a Bachelor of Science in Public Health and Health Policy and Management. He graduated as a Morehead Cain Scholar, an Honors Laureate, and an inductee of the Order of the Golden Fleece. During his time at Carolina, Kartik was extensively involved in student government, serving as undergraduate student body vice president and co-chair of the Student Advisory Committee to Chancellor Kevin Guskowitz from 2021 to 2022, and as senior class president of the UNC class of 2023. During his senior year, he also served as international president of HOSA Future Health Professionals, an international career and technical student organization that serves over 260,000 students around the globe. During his time on campus, he was also a Buckley Public Service Scholar, peer academic advisor, and NC Fellow. After graduation, Kartik began a role at the North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services, supporting the Division of Children and Families as Senior Strategist for Policy and Communications. He is currently navigating the law school admissions process with hopes of matriculating into law school in fall of 2004. Please join me in welcoming them to the stage.
Good afternoon, everyone. Distinguished guests, cherished alumni, and most importantly, our newest Tar Heel legacies. It's an honor to be here and welcome you to an amazing event, the Legacy Pinning Ceremony. Today we gather for a momentous occasion where we welcome generations and generations of Tar Heels. This tradition is a beautiful thread that weaves together the past, present, and future of this remarkable institution. It celebrates the ties that bind our families together and honors the enduring spirit of Tar Heels who have come before us and those who will come after us. I'm humbled at the opportunity to share my Carolina story with you today. My journey began in a unique way growing up in multiple different countries as a child of an Indian diplomat. Those were fascinating times. My family moved every 2 years from country to country, packing, unpacking, and filled with cultural immersion and thrill of new experiences. Making friends was a joy, and those connections it was a challenge keeping those connections alive at that time because there were no WhatsApp, no mobile phones. And at that time, that's when I learned the value of diversity and the art of adaptability and value of forging meaningful connections in those early years. In 1997, I arrived in the United States with a dream of pursuing higher education, but the path ahead was far from easy. Financial constraints cast a shadow on my aspirations. I worked as a consultant for first few years, moving from state to state every few months, and it was during that time that I happened to visit a friend of mine in Raleigh. And for the first time, I visited the UNC Chapel Hill. There was something about this place, the people, the school, the students, the iconic old well that spoke to my soul. It was as if the universe whispered to me that this was where I belonged and where my dreams could take root and flourish. After a few years of hard work and constantly moving around, I finally had the opportunity to come to the state and eventually join the Executive MBA in 2003. Those years were some of the best and most challenging times, yet incredibly rewarding times of my life. Time seemed to pass at the speed of light, and before I knew it, I was graduating. What drew me to UNC and made my time here so unforgettable was the unique Carolina culture. It's the culture of resilience, of pushing boundaries, and of nurturing not only academic excellence, but also personal growth. Most importantly, it's the culture of forging new relationships. As I reflect on my journey, I realize UNC is not just a school, it's my home. It's a place where dreams found their wings and took flight. It's where I discovered the strength within to overcome challenges, to pursue excellence, and to make lasting impact on my community. It is why I'm so proud of my son Karthik, who recently graduated in May 2023 as a proud Tar Heel alumnus with undergrad degree in health policy and management. To our newest legacies of Carolina family, I hope you realize that you're becoming part of a legacy that stretches back generations. You are proud Tar Heels, and with that distinction comes a rich heritage and a strong sense of community. But what makes our community what it is not just about history and traditions. It's about the values we hold dear. It's about the commitment to excellence, the pursuit of knowledge, and unwavering dedication to making a positive impact in the world. As you engage in this ceremony today, remember that you're not just part of a legacy, you are the ones who will carry the flames forward. To the parents and the family in the room, I know firsthand how proud you must be. The stress and anxiety and worry, though they'll never stop, I hope it has paid off. And to the legacies, as you wear the pins proudly, I hope they remind you of the responsibility you bear to uphold and recognize the values and principles of UNC. As you receive your legacy pins, know that you are, or one day will join a community of alumni who are here to support and guide you on your journey. We are here to celebrate the successes and to help you navigate the challenge. And remember, it's not just about the shiny successes you will achieve here during your time, but also the friendships you will form and the challenges you will overcome, and the character you will build. Embrace the moments of growth and resilience, for they will be part of your legacy as well. Thank you so much again for this opportunity to be with you all today on such a momentous day of pride in knowing that all of us are part of something very special. I have every confidence our legacies today will carry it forward with honor and with distinction. Thank you all, and special thanks to Carolina Alumni staff for a beautiful ceremony and event today. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Hope everyone's doing well and you're not bored after that last speaker we just had. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Join me in giving another round of applause to my dad. Growing up, the thing that I was told most from people who I didn't even know was, "Oh my goodness, you look so much like your dad." In elementary and middle school, I would smile and say thank you. In high school, I thought, boy, I need to shave this mustache off. No offense, I just opted to grow out the beard instead. But my dad, he loved when people would say that for many reasons. One of which, because he might have thought he looked like he was 20. But in recent years, I like to remind him that he took accounting with legendary Professor C.J. Skender in the early 2000s. But your son took accounting with Professor C.J. Skender almost 20 years later in fall 2020. Jokes aside, I want to take this opportunity to share my thanks with you all for being here, for being part of this wonderful ceremony that Carolina Alumni has organized, and I want to share my appreciation for this opportunity to speak alongside my father. Because him and I have two very different Carolina stories, but they're Carolina stories nonetheless. They're emblematic of what it means to be a Tar Heel, from one generation to the next, and what it means to be part of this community that means so much to so many. I'm sure it means a lot to everybody here to be able to participate in this pinning ceremony alongside those you love, those who love you, your family, and loved ones. I'm sure of it because it means so much to me to be here with my father, two generations of Tar Heels. It means a lot because my dad's the reason back in 2019 that I decided to study at our nation's oldest public university, UNC Chapel Hill. There were many reasons, but he was the main one. Because I vaguely remember visiting campus for the very first time. I was probably 3.5, 4 years old. Only thing I remember was seeing the pink dogwoods bloom in the beautiful but hot spring Carolina weather. There's nothing, after all, like graduation at UNC. That day it happened to be my father graduating from Keenan Flagler Business School with his executive MBA. Over the years, many things changed, as they do. We didn't have cable anymore because we had this hot new thing called Netflix. But I soon realized I couldn't watch Carolina basketball on Netflix. So I made it a point, no matter if it was a school night or a weekend, to listen in, believe it or not, on the radio if I couldn't find the game as I browsed online. I listened with excitement whenever we beat that school from down the road in Durham, not knowing at the time that 30 miles away from where I grew up in Cary, North Carolina, a street called Franklin was booming. I was in utter shock watching Marcus Page's circus shot against Villanova in the 2016 national title game, only to fall to the floor of our living room, literally seconds later when we lost at the buzzer. As you might believe, I was overjoyed in 2017, a year later when we did, in fact, win that national championship. So you could say that I grew up a Tar Heel. It made my decision so much easier in 2019 when I was choosing where to begin my undergraduate education. I had two main options: a fully funded education here at UNC, and yes, admission to Duke University. So the decision was an easy one. When I told my parents where I decided to go to school, they were relieved and excited in that order. True. In reflecting on my 4 years here, I can't say enough how attending Carolina made me a better person. It enabled me to discover what I was really, truly passionate about. It allowed me to surround myself with peers as determined as I was to make a genuine impact on those around me. It equipped me with the skills and experiences necessary to develop true interests in public health, health policy, healthcare reform, and health law. It afforded me the opportunity to become involved on campus, student advocacy, serving my peers as president of the class of 2023. And it eventually informed my current role at the NC Department of Health and Human Services and my future aspirations of pursuing a degree in law. But it was memories I made during my time at Carolina, despite COVID-19, extending my first college spring break in ways I never thought possible back in spring 2020, that I've been able to build lifelong friendships, mentors, and advisors in each and every community I had the honor of being part of. Connections that extended beyond the walls of a lecture hall, the bandwidth of a Zoom meeting, the floors of Davis Library, the establishments on Franklin Street, as well as the geographic bounds of the town of Chapel Hill and state of North Carolina. And that's why I am proud to be a Tar Heel legacy. It's an honor for me to carry forward what I learned and who I became. But I really do realize that I wouldn't have been able to have had my own Carolina story if it were not for that of my father and the path that he forged. After all, I owe all that I am and all that I dream to the sacrifice of those before me. It's why today's ceremony and what it signifies is so important to the parents and grandparents and family who have called this great place their home for at least a certain portion of their life, one they are so very excited to come back to and revisit again and again. I hope you are as proud to be parents, grandparents, and fervent supporters of your own Tar Heels. And to those who will be pinned today, I hope you're eager to carry forward that same Tar Heel spirit that your family continues to. I wish you the very best as you continue to rise to the challenges and opportunities that the future will throw your way. At heart, I'm proud to be a Tar Heel. I'm thankful and grateful for the opportunities it has afforded me, and I'm encouraged by where the future of our institution and future generations of Tar Heels will continue to lead us all. So thank you all again for being here, and thank you so much for your time this afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you, Rajiv and Kartik. And now it's my honor to lead us in the next, in the legacy pinning. So first, if all our legacy students would please stand. And now, would all the family members who are going to pin their student please stand with the pin and affirmation card found in the packet. Now, if the families would please join me in reading the affirmation. This Carolina Legacy pin is a symbol of our shared Carolina experience. Wear it as a representation of our family legacy and our bond to the Carolina family. May this pin echo the sentiments of the Davy Poplar, a tie that binds past, present, and future generations of Tar Heels. You may now pin your legacy student. Thank you for joining Carolina Alumni today to celebrate your family ties to Quincy. I would also like to thank members of the Order of the Bell Tower, our official student ambassadors and tradition keepers for their assistance today. After the ceremony, please visit the photographer at the end of the long hall for a family photo that you'll be able to take home today. You can also enjoy a selfie with the old well, and if you're interested in lifetime membership for your student, we have Carolina alumni staff outside waiting to answer any questions for you. But one more thing we must do before you all can go, and I would like you to stand once again and join me in singing our alma mater part of the song.
It's on the back of the program, but I don't.